Kaiser Chiefs bow out in the MTN 8 against the Golden Arrows. They've lost 1-0. Orlando Pirates win in the last minute, in the last 10 seconds against the Durban City. And the Mamelodi Sundowns wrap it up against Polokwane City as well. They won 3-2 in the last 10 minutes as well. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the pod. This is your boy Mshini. Please, if you are jumping onto the video for the first time, don't forget to leave that like. And don't forget to subscribe. And please do share the video. It helps the algorithm to share it to more people like yourselves. And it's been the first weekend. Betway Premiership is back, and we kicked it off with the M10-8. Lots to talk about, lots of hearts that were broken, including myself, because I'm kind of disappointed, but the show has to go on. So, how the M10-8 had already started with Kalunguti Spugeli, Imamudu Sundowns, sorry, Orlando Pirates against Durban City. Very cagey match. If I must say, there's a lot of off-field drama in regards to the man of the match, funny enough, which is Nganana. And Durban City seemed like they were going to, seemed like it was going to be another game where Durban City was just going to lose until the second half where they equalized, which was a nice game to see. I must say it was a snoozer for Orlando Pirates. It was not really the cleanest game. They don't look like themselves. And I don't know if, in my opinion, Uadu has stripped that club or stripped the identity, because mind you, there's a lot of young new players that for me I don't really think that's when you think Pirates really did they really need all these players. So that's just my opinion, because they looked different. They didn't look like themselves. At times, the game looked like it was going to go for long, and maybe we're waiting for penalties and all this. As the defending champions, that's what you don't expect. But look, as we know, or as we expected, let me say, they got the results. The performance is not the best, but they got the results and they're through to the semis. Mamelodi Sundowns as well started off very well, to be honest, even though they conceded very early, but they looked very composed, very calm. It was the first time that we saw them back from preseason. We've never actually seen their games much. So it was very interesting how they set up very new faces from defense. We saw Van Veek as well scoring and having an assist. So that story as well, obviously it seemed like Mamelodi Sundowns are very serious about defending their championship or challenging the Pirates, let me say, taking it back. So it's one of those things that you gauge and see in terms of interest and how the tournament is going to look so far. Nervy moments when the Polokwane City equalized, where it looked like Sundowns was actually wrapping the game up. And also went all the way to extra time, which I really didn't think it was needed, because there were times where they actually could score 3 or 4 to actually wrap it up. But they left it too late, and kudos to Kados to bring on the changes that needed. Simondul Temazwan is back with the the back heel, which actually gave Cassius Mailula, thank you very much, and he wrapped the game up. So from the two teams, Paris, Mamelodi Sundowns, those results went as expected. African champions, league champions, showing their dominance. As much as their performances, I think it's because it's preseason, it's the first games and all this. But those are the kind of things that you can expect. And now coming to today's game, which is Golden Arrows versus Amakos. They lost 1-0. A game that I think you would have been hoping that maybe Kaiser Chiefs have turned the corner, they've got a new coach, they've signed a couple of players, but I think it's what is the norm. Same story, different script. Because as much as we've seen the new signings, we saw Adolf coming in the midfield, we saw Ulangli Khepile later on into the game, and a very, very, very high school mistake there from Peterson. I think it set the story up very badly in terms of how they are starting at the moment, and also may look a bit blunt. I mean, it's all the Kaiser Chiefs mess to Silva, which for me, Umfana Utuba it kind of shows that Kaiser Chiefs needs to go into the market. But again, I don't know if this conversation is worth having now in terms of planning and what maybe the fans have been crying for in regards to them having to sign more players in terms of that attack. But now the problem is, have they left it too late? Because maybe if they had a striker, or maybe the coach himself has started with the Ikataho, Mangibona mina, gameplay. Maybe if he had started with Ikataho, it could have been better because Utuba is much to score 2 goals against Kruger United. Against the top 8 team, they didn't look like themselves. A lot of balls were going into the midfield, going wide, crosses, a lot of diagonal balls at times that are very unnecessary in terms of combining and going in for the inside. It seemed like they shied away from that. I'm not too sure if that was the planning from the coach's side, which is another point I wanted to leave you guys with. That this is the things that we're going to see. For me, I'm starting to think there's not much of a difference between Kaze, the co-coaching in terms of how they would apply. In some games, they would get it wrong. I think Fernando de Cruz this time he got it wrong, and those are the one of the things that we have to contend with and compete with throughout the season. And unfortunately, it comes at a very critical time where a lot of fans were expecting a win against the Golden Arrows. They were singing songs thinking that maybe we would have qualified for the semifinals. Unfortunately, it's not to be. And Asaz Guti, most of the people are feeling, yeah, we do know. It's going to be, there's going to be a lot of blame. But maybe a management, it's a wake up call for them very early into the season. One cup out of the way. I don't think even the league is in contention. We've got Confed, we've got a Black Label, and we've got Netbank, Marcos. That's all I have for this video. I'll see you in the next videos during the week. Pay to a Premiership returns. This is your boy Mshini. Thank you.
I hope it came out nice.